Okay, near and dear to my heart. AI generated videos just changed forever. Let's see how good AI video has gotten. Okay. Any day now would be great. Uh-oh.
All right, so this is simultaneously really impressive and really frightening at the same time, and it's hitting me in ways that I didn't really expect. So do you remember Will Smith eating spaghetti? Do you remember when this was what AI-generated videos look like? Remember when we said, okay, this AI stuff is cool and all, but...
It was shortly after this video when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, you know? I think it's more than just Jada. I think it's more than just Jada behind that slap.
Clearly there's a long way to go before there's any need for concern. Well, welcome to the future, people, because this is also an AI-generated video. And so is this, completely synthesized out of thin air by computers. This one too. This is not real.
That's scary, man. That's scary. This would be great stock footage, though, for a content creator. Like, really, you wouldn't have to worry about rights. You wouldn't have to worry about actors. You wouldn't have to worry about equipment or cameras. You wouldn't have to worry about anything real. The only thing that you would have to worry about is the unreal. Because at the end of the day, it's really the artificial intelligence that scares me, you know?
Absolutely ridiculous how far we've come in literally 1 year. This does feel like another ChatGPT, DALL-E moment for AI, and maybe I'm overreacting because, okay, I'm a video creator, so an AI that's actually...
What's going on with the internet, Pepe? Listen, we're watching a dude who is very technical, and everything about our show right now is screaming not technical. So shall we just like maybe refresh this, or what exactly is going on with my internet right now here?
But now, since it's videos, it also needs to understand how all these things like reflections and textures and materials and physics all interact with each other over time.
Because that's where the circle belongs, Limitless. Because that's where the circle belongs. That's why, Limitless. That's why.
To make a reasonable looking video. And of course, right away, there's a bunch of examples on their website that are crazy. Now, before I show you these, I just need you to keep this in mind. You're about to watch a bunch of AI generated videos, and you know that you're about to watch a bunch of AI generated content. So your brain, you're already looking for this stuff, and it's not perfect. You will find imperfections, but not everybody who sees AI generated content on the internet knows to be looking for that. So also keep that in mind. This is also the worst that this technology is going to be from here on out. So, okay, here's one of the videos.
Dude, if going from Will Smith eating spaghetti to this in a year, we are so effed. We are so effed. I mean, I feel like the transporters in Star Trek with the help of AI, with only the help of AI, because we could never do it on our own. It's going to happen like in a week. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to wake up to anymore. I feel like I've been wishing for this moment all my life, and now that it's happened, I kind of like, no, I'm sorry. I want to go back to the speak and spell, man. Like what? Like I can't believe the progress that has happened in 1 year. From Will Smith eating spaghetti to this. Like that is just, you're not going to be able to tell next year. Like by next year, there's going to be nothing you can spot. Let's watch. I want to watch everything and see if I can spot things here.
There's no audio to any of these clips, but the prompt for this one is: a stylish woman walks down a Tokyo street filled with warm, glowing neon and animated city signage. She wears a black leather jacket, a long red dress, and black boots. This video...
The walking's kind of funky. Like if you look a couple missteps down here with the walking is what I've noticed. And some of the people in the background were kind of floating, you know, like I don't think it's got walking down yet, or it seems like movements, but like the lighting and the environments, I mean, yeah, the legs, right, Aether? Right.
Is already miles ahead of where we were. It has accurate lighting, it has materials, it has skin tone.
This is what I was trying to explain to Christy Backspace, because she keeps thinking that everything the AI is creating is essentially copied from things that are existing, and I'm like, no, that's not how it's working, honey. Like she's not getting that part. So if you could explain it to her, Backspace, that would be great.
Movements, even has reflections all over the place. Now, of course, if you look at it for more than about 10 seconds very closely, there are lots of giveaways. Like this dude in the background kind of looks like he's gliding in a weird way. The frame rates and the reflections in the water are for some reason lower than the rest of the video. The camera movement overall is just a bit inconsistent, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of feels a little bit off. But then again, this is where we were 1 year ago. So just keep that in the back of your head for all this. Okay, how about this one? This is another one which has a long prompt about a camera following behind a white vintage SUV with a black roof rack as it speeds.
Still cool. Looks like a video game a little bit. Like I feel like some PUBG vibes off of this, but like still pretty cool.
Up a steep dirt road. This is also, again, really good.
Exactly, Backspace.
It kind of looks a little more video gamey because of how rock solid the drone footage is, but clearly very usable. Here's another one. A litter of golden retriever puppies playing in the snow. Their heads pop in and out of the snow, covered in it. It's so good. It feels like the physics of the fur and the ears and everything with the snow flying around in slow motion is incredible. I've looked through all of the sample videos on OpenAI's website, and clearly these are the hand-picked best ones that they chose to share, where they just put in some text and then get a video and don't modify it. But there's really impressive stuff in there. Some of it has humans, some of it doesn't. Some of it is more realistic feeling, like the truck driving one, but some of them are more video gamey or more stylized. A lot of it is slow motion. I just have to say how insanely...
You know, exactly, Backspace. Imagine just writing text of what it is that you want to see in any style that you want to see, you know? Any detail that you can put. It's essentially like video maker ChatGPT, you know? You could essentially ask ChatGPT for a script of a cool 1970s movie about a pimp, okay? And you would obviously get Shaft or something like Shaft and the awesome music. That's much later. We got to talk about AI music. I mean, like, just what it's doing to the entire industry is crazy. It can be very handy for content creators for stock footage, right? But those that rely on it too heavy make me nervous. Like those content creators that rely on it way too heavy, that's kind of what I'm worried about with content creation moving forward with these types of tools. For content creators that are using them for more like stock footage or to express their own personal ideas, I'm cool with. But how the fuck are you going to tell the difference anymore? I think really that needs to be the conversation. Is like, do you want the content you're watching to be completely AI made? Hell no. I would say 90% of you put a 1 if you do not want to see all AI type of content moving forward from this point on. Like it's cool for me if under the right context, I guess, like for stock footage. But like Backspace is a dude. He's a content creator. He gets it. I'm feeling in the same camp as you. Nikki also. Aether says 1. So Explodo's saying 1. Like I don't think anybody out there in their right mind would be like, yeah, let me see an AI made video with ChatGPT and let me see it made in this. What's this program called? We got to figure out what this program is. Probably only a select few amount of people can use it. Sam Altman. Sam. You want to be part of a special club. Sam scares me. Sam Altman, the dude, the CEO of ChatGPT, scares me, man. He almost looks like he's AI controlled.
Fast these models are improving is genuinely like
Hi,
that's
Branica,
the shocking part. Like I remember not even that many months ago,
Thanks
DALL-E
for joining
3,
me this morning, everyone.
really high end. And you could always still find something off about it. Like, especially if you ask it for something like a photorealistic image of a human, something about like the hands or the ears would always just be a little bit off. Never mind the physics. But even this video here is crazy at first glance. The prompt for this AI generated video is a young man in his 20s is sitting on a piece of a cloud in the sky reading a book.
That's crazy good, man. Like, I mean, the lighting hitting the shirt there is crazy. The little cotton cloud that he's sitting on is very creative. Like, you know, like the fact that the cloud that he's sitting on is more theatrical than anything else. The book, probably the interesting thing is I'm going to watch this book to see if the wind is correctly flowing over the pages, which it won't be yet. I can almost guarantee. But like, just the fact that we're seeing this from AI right now is just blowing my mind.
This one feels like 90% of the way there for me. Like it's beyond the uncanny valley of like Apple's personas, which are actually based on humans. This is a made up person. I mean, his eyes are kind of weird, and the motion of the pages in the book are kind of odd. And
you know, I mean, especially like around election times and like political atmospheres, you like, I don't even feel safe about this shit. How can we trust anything from this point on as a race, I mean, it was hard enough to trust what media was telling us about what was happening around us before now. In all of its forms and fashions, whether it be legacy media or the new YouTube media, or, you know, like the platforms that we have now that more people go to for their news, you know, like whatever form was already hard to trust. Like, how do we as the human species move forward knowing this and can trust anything around us from others? I don't think I can trust anything I watch now. Like I think this is an interesting turning point for me. I'm coming to this conclusion, like, I can't really trust anything anymore. I'm almost an island into myself. The irony that all of this, the culmination of everything that we've learned technically speaking, with coding and intelligences like this, the artificial intelligence community has been out there for a very long time and developing this since the 90s, dude. And to see where it's at now, I've almost come to the conclusion that I can't trust anything around me anymore. And that's a scary statement. That what we were striving for was to become more connected. How this started is we wanted to connect with others, right? The internet in itself, the web, was to connect us, but instead it's strangling us, man. Like some technocratic AI-driven spider spinning a web, man. Like we spun the web, and now we're a fly in that web, and we're gonna die. Like we tried to connect ourselves. We really tried to connect ourselves. And at the end of the day, we were just oppressed. We're literally oppressing ourselves. What I see right now is I feel like this is not going to go well because humans, this never was going to go well. This never was going to go well. So like I'm hanging on now. I'm hanging on for this ride. I'm at the top of the coaster, man. And now I'm just like, okay, here we come, man. Here we come. Here we got to the top of the coaster, man. Hopefully the rails on this track are solid enough to get me to where I wanted to be in the first place, where I started. The irony. To get to the end where you could get off the coaster and just get back into nature and get off the ride, man. But like, nope, we're at the top of the hill right now. And I'm holding on tight, man. And I think I can't believe anything from this point on that I watch anywhere anymore. Like, really. Because of this.
And yeah, obviously he's in a cloud, and that's a giveaway. But like
I got no
the
choice.
lighting and the shadows and the skin tones, and then all the realism of the textures on the shirt and the way the shirt and the pants move and the hair, they're all really impressive. And then for this one, they typed in a movie trailer featuring the adventurers of the 30-year-old spaceman wearing a red wool knitted motorcycle helmet, blue sky, salt desert, cinematic style, shot on 35mm film. And the close-ups of his face.
Yeah, everything about this is crazy, man. Check this out. Pepe, check this out, dude. Insane amounts of details, ridiculous. Branica's saying in the chat, what's wild is to say, create a dozen characters for a story and then realize they are not real people. Just AI's assembling of common shapes and such. Also, right now, it still glitches. Like you ask for a scene with 6 seagulls, and it comes out like a Hitchcock film. I like that. That was funny. Birds, man. The Birds. Whew, you guys got to check that movie out. Love old Hitchcock. Love old movies. Great reference, Brandica. She says, or ask for 2 people and only get 1, or ask for 1. So it seems like a quantity thing. I've seen the propagation of multiple things. Right. I've seen that as a glitch as well, Brandica. You know, it reminds me of that scene in The Matrix with the black cat, you know?
Shot on 35mm film. And the close-ups of his face, the fabrics on the helmet, the film grain through every shot, and the cinematic style, this is one of the most convincing AI-generated videos I've ever seen. Minus maybe the weird physics of that dude walking kind of in fast motion. So Sam Altman, if you follow him on Twitter, he's going through a whole bunch more of like people's requests and posting a bunch more generated videos. And so if you want to check out his profile, you can see those. But here's the thing about these AI-generated videos now, as good as they've gotten to this point. They can and will pass as real videos to people who are not looking for AI-generated videos. Now, that is obviously insanely...
And that's mostly everybody. Because people don't really take the time out. If people are falling for shit now, before it was AI-generated, they're definitely going to fall for it after, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm having a hard time now. Kind of like really... I mean, following it, my mind kind of takes what I know now from watching this video. Thank you, Toast. Value-added gameplay overload. Thank you, Toast. I appreciate you, man. $10. Oh my God, let's go. Thank you. Thank you for the love and appreciation this morning. I bless you. Thank you for the love. It makes me feel good. Here's the thing. You got to hope for humanity winning this. I don't see any other way can go here. I don't think the genie is out of the bottle, and I really don't think we have the capacity, even the smartest humans on the planet collectively have the capacity to really put the genie back in the bottle here. So like, I really see this as a versus thing, no matter how hard I try, possibly because that's written in my genetic code to survive, my DNA. Perhaps it's because it's actually physically written in my DNA to always like want to survive, right? But that alarm bell is going off. That alarm bell is definitely going off the more I watch this type of thing. I don't think people have had a come to Jesus moment on AI yet. I really don't. You know, go Cena up in here. Thank you, Mad Style. Hold on. Give Mad Style his button, for God's sake, man. He just went Cena up in here. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Huge contribution to the channel. Thank you very much. All the love. I appreciate you all. You keep me happy. Keep me happy here. Humanity, man. Got to smile. You got to smile. We are kind of crazy, aren't we? We are kind of crazy doing this. Like Backspace says, man, maybe we just hold on for this ride, dude. Where this ride is going to take us, it might be scary. There might be some loops. There definitely is going to be some loops along the way. That's for sure. But like, man, we're going to get to the end of this ride. We're going to come out the other side of this. I feel like our species always does. But man, this scares me. Scares me. My mind goes there. My mind goes there.
Sketchy during an election year in the US, and also terrifying for a bunch of other internet-related reasons. But it's also perfect for stock footage. Like, there are already all kinds of presentations and advertisements and then PowerPoints that are in need of oddly specific stock videos, and these AI-generated videos are already good enough to 100% pass for that purpose. Like, look at this one. This one with the waves at Big Sur, this drone shot. Honestly, if I saw this on Twitter, I wouldn't even think twice. I'd be like, oh, nice drone shot, dude. Wouldn't even think about AI if I wasn't pixel peeping at like the way the water was moving. Like this is a totally usable video in an ad for some California-based product. And that has all sorts of implications for the drone pilot that no longer needs to be hired, for all the photographers and videographers whose footage no longer needs to be licensed to show up in that ad that's being made.
That's exactly what I was saying at the very beginning. This is good for content creation in terms of using it for stock footage. I would understand that. I would completely understand that. You're saving the price on the drone. You're saving the amount of time that it would take you. You know, like you need it for stock footage, but like if you're a travel channel and you're using this, hold on. If you're like a travel channel and you're using this, because you know that's going to happen, for God's sake, I got a shame bell for you. I got a shame bell right now, dude.
Shame.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
You know that's going to happen.
Shame.
You know that's going to happen. Travel channels that aren't real travel channels, man. Tourist, you know, like videos on vacations didn't actually happen. Oh my God.
You king. Glory sing.
Is that Xerxes DG, man? What the hell? Thank you, Stunner. Where's Stunner's button at, man? What, bringing up, what was going on right there? That's terrifying. Terrifying. All right. That's more terrifying than AI right there, Stunner.
Made. It's already that good. There's other stuff like this wall of TVs, which would be a totally expensive and difficult thing to shoot with a camera and all of these old.
It's exactly what's going to happen. It's exactly what's going to happen, Sanders. Sanders says, yep, convenience and greed ushering it in. It's exactly why. It's exactly why, Sanders.
Old expensive props.
This is crazy.
But if you can just generate it this well with reflections and the environment and everything else around it, I mean, why do it any other way? It's also very capable of historical themed footage. So this is supposed to be California during the gold rush. It's AI generated, but it could totally pass for the opening scene in an old Western with the right music over it. How long until an entire ad, every single shot is completely generated with AI? Or what about an entire YouTube video or an entire movie? I'm tempted to say like we're a long way away.
I mean, he says he's tempted that it's a long way away. I don't think so. I mean, if in a year it went from Will Smith eat spaghetti to like what I just saw right there, dude, it ain't going to take that long at all.
Away from that, because, you know, this still has flaws clearly, and there's no sound, and there's a long way to go with the prompt engineering to iron these things out.
People don't understand how fast things are going to go now because of AI. People don't understand the speed at which innovation is going to happen right now. People have not grasped, they have taken, except for those academics that have taken the time to understand this, things are going to go parabolic right now on the invention side of things. You are going to see the craziest things start to happen. Before AI goes rogue and destroys us, you are going to see the craziest things happen at a light speed, which you have never, ever witnessed before in your entire fucking existence. People have not grasped this yet. Everything is exponential from this point forward because of AI. People do not have an inkling. They have a 2% understanding rate of where this is going to go and how fast it's going to get there. People do not understand how fast innovation is going to happen. They have no clue.
But then again, the spaghetti was like a year ago. Now, actually, like that OpenAI on their website, they show some of the downfalls too of this particular model. And because who would know better than the people who have been using it? This is a very private tool, by the way, right now. It's in super limited access, so
Sora.
It's in the hands of red teamers, which basically means people testing it, pushing the limits, trying to break it.
What did I say? What did I say? It's only access to a few special people that Sam Altman loves, man. Sam Altman always wants to be included in these little secretive clubs. He loves his secrets. Sam Altman loves his secrets, man.
And a few trusted creators. But they have found plenty of weird edge stuff.
No. Have you ever watched interviews with Sam Altman before, by the way? Like it is scary. Like watching interviews with Sam Altman I get a really bad vibe from Sam, man. I get a really bad vibe from him. Really bad.
Trusted creators. But they have found plenty of weird edge stuff. Like this clip here of a bunch of gray wolf pups looks normal at first, but then it's pretty clear that something's kind of off with the
propagation, the bugs that I believe Branica was just talking about here. Check this out.
way they're just kind of appearing out of nowhere and walking through each other.
This is the one I've seen
kind of weird.
Well.
Or this clip of a guy running on a treadmill, which, I mean, I don't really have to say much more about why this one's weird, but this is my favorite one. Again, just try to put yourself in the mind of someone who's not expecting AI. You're just scrolling through
absolutely
Facebook.
Oh, absolutely. By the way, OpenAI is as closed as fuck. It should be called closed AF, not. I like that. This is the new name. OpenAI needs to change to closed AF.
Twitter or something, right? So you just see this video. So first, I just want you to watch this clip as if it's just a stock video you found of a grandma celebrating her birthday, and just try to think like, I wonder what birthday she's celebrating, right? I don't know. How old do you think she is?
The day that we conquered humanity. Happy birthday, AI grandma. You're only look how old grandma is in AI years. Let's count the candles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kind of eerie. The grandma in AI years is 13 years old. Shows you the relative speed at which AI works at. Normally this would take us 80 years to do. AI, 13 years. 13, not the best number in the world. Not the best number in the world. I'd feel much more comfortable if there were 69 candles on there. That's disgusting though. Because this is a grandmother. This is somebody's grandmother right now. No, it isn't. It's AI.
60, 65, maybe it's the big 70. She seems to really like that cake. Now, did you see it? Did you catch that? I'm gonna play it again, but this time watch the video knowing that AI generated photos and videos have trouble accurately doing hands. I'll play it again. And now it feels super obvious. Like every time you watch it, watch a different set of hands. It gets weirder and weirder. You can watch it like 5 times and there's dead giveaway after dead giveaway. Not even mentioning the weird inconsistencies with the direction of the wind on the candles. But even as I'm saying all that, even as it's coming out of my mouth, I can't help but remember that 12 months ago we were critiquing this. So what does this all mean? Well, I mean, there's what it means now, and there's what it means for the future. Now, Sora, this thing that they've made, is clearly a really impressive video generation AI tool that is both going to fool people and also be very useful. There's also a watermark in the bottom corner of every video generated by it. So if you see one of those videos and ideally it hasn't been cropped out, then that's at least a pretty clear indicator that it's AI generated. It's a Sora video. But I do think they're going to have to be very careful with this. They're going to have a whole bunch of safety stuff to keep in mind. I think they'll probably have to be even more safe than DALL-E. Like, you shouldn't be able to generate people's likenesses. Like, you shouldn't be able to make a politician look like they're doing something on video.
How are you going to regulate this shit? Let's be real. Let's really be real for a second. The genie's out of the bottle. No matter how hard, there's always going to be grains of sand that are coming out of the grip, man. Like, I think this is even funny to like suggest that we have this discussion about regulation on what can and can't be, put out by AI, because it's too late. It doesn't matter, man. It's software. I mean, look how pirated any type of software is these days. You think you're going to be able to regulate this? The joke. To even consider this as a rational conversation is a joke. It's already too late. It's already too late.
Especially this year.
Limitless.
You probably won't be able to make Will Smith eating spaghetti, but it also definitely means stock video generation is absolutely going to take a dent out of video licensing. Like, I can basically guarantee that. Like, logistically, why would anyone making something pay for footage of a house in the cliffs when they can generate one for free or for a small subscription price? Like, that is the real scary part of what this tool implies. But in the future, gets pretty existential, man. I mean, okay, if this is trained on all videos that have ever been made by humans, then surely it can't be innovative or creative in ways that humans haven't already been, right? I don't know. Either way, I'll have all the links below for all the Sora stuff, for OpenAI stuff, and I guess I'll talk to you next year when we look back and go, remember that first version of Sora and how bad those wolf pups looked when they spawned out of nowhere? Just remember, this is the worst that this technology is going to be.
Or is it? I mean, worse is all a matter of like how you're perceiving worse, man. It can get a lot worse with this technology, and the worst kind of worse. And I'm not talking about like what we're seeing from it. I am kind of, but a totally different way. And for people to think that there's no relevancy to that, that nothing bad is going to happen, you're completely nutsoid. You're completely, I love when people express this point of view, and there's so many voices that are like, you calm down now. Everything's going to be fine. You don't understand. And it's like, dude, I've been living all my life this way, understanding. I know what people are capable of. I don't even have to talk about AI to know what AI is going to do now that AI is AI, thanks to people, because I know what people do, because I've seen what people do. And it's not pretty. And to think that the creation that comes from us is going to be just like, oh, we love you. We're going to serve you, humans. And everything's going to be great. We're going to go into this golden era. Good one. Good one.